office got you working late, and when you're off you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene, you're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to
Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Minor. This tournament is brought to you by title sponsors Alienware powered by Logitech G, associate sponsors Next Wave Multimedia and Casper Sky, GPU partner Galax, energy drink partner Monster Energy, and we are into game number 1, day 2, and looks like the flight is going from Severny right up to Mill Base, right through the center. So all of the places, the teams are going to spread out. Teams are moving to Zarki, Severny. You can already see squad number 6 moving to Severny. We see Octanix maybe moving to Yasnaya. There are 3 squads making their way towards Georgiapol. There's 1 squad making its way to Pochinki. And looks like there's still 2-3 squads in the plane who might want to drop near Mill Base. They can definitely take vehicles, move to Novo as well. So those are the places that have heavy loot. Novo, Mill Base, Milta. Few teams might want to go there. It's not going to be an easy task. It looks like RTG squad number 9 would want to move there, and there is a big clutter of teams towards Georgiapol and Pochinki. 2 squads already, and let's see what action is going to happen in Pochinki. Squad number 21 and squad number 14. So looks like squad number 21, Smile KR, he's picked up a mini over there. On the other hand, squad number 14, let's check what squad number 14 is doing. Squad number 14, FG Tank, FGX 420, FGX Zoro and FGX Vgas. So all of them, they're going to try and get that quick loot, and then they'll want to make their way in. FG Wigzaz, I don't know if he has spotted anyone yet. Maybe he could have. Let's check what the others are doing. From looks like Smile KR is taking out the Darcia, and Viper SPT picks up the M4. Abby takes some damage over there, but they've secured the vehicle. I don't know what Smile Sohaib is doing. And Vegas, he has a lot of vision, but his teammates are on the other hand, they're not making a push yet. Let's see what Tank and company are doing. Vegas, he has a vague idea where they are already. The Smile KR, he has the mini. He's kept the vehicle up and ready. Does not have any helmet, armor kit. He's not looting anything as of now, but this could be an early engagement. Looks like FGX are already ready to take this fight. They already have level 3 backpacks, level 2 helmets, level 1 vests, because they went on to the better side of Pochinki where there are a lot of houses over there. So, but on the other hand, it looks like they're just going to disengage and fall back, because squad number 21 have just moved out.
Yeah, what's up, Johnny? How are you doing?
What's up, Shade? And we see some action happening. W2K and PSY. And quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump over and look at how the circle's looking right now. We do see a pretty central circle. Squad 24. Is there a fight happening up at military base?
Yeah, there is a fight happening at Mill Base. Sven FTW has been taken out completely. I don't know what he was doing alone so far while his teammates were in Scientist Building and Radar Tower. I don't know, he shouldn't have gone by himself so far, and he gets flushed out also immediately by squad number 19.
Yeah, you can see he was so far separated from the rest of his teammates who are almost towards the northern border of Mill Base, and just gets flushed out instantly after that knock. No chance of a res coming out. But with that, let's look at where the teams are currently spread out. Zones pretty much towards the southwestern part of the map, and nothing that any squad's gonna worry about. There is of course squad 16, I believe, in the far northern part, in fact even northern of Stolber. got a fair bit of distance to cover, but teams more or less have spread themselves out really well, so they should be able to find a safe path through into this next zone.
Yeah, little to worry about is squad number 8 is very close to squad number 10 in South George.
Yeah.
And squad number 8 might want to get into an engagement, but I don't know if Karma OP has spotted DD over there. DD with that scar and that DP, he's ready to take a fight. He has good amount of heals as well. And okay, gonna pick up all those heals for his team. Heals really important, especially when you're taking a fight. Now that we know that the amount of heals that we get in the loot phase is quite less compared to what it used to be previously. Squad number 8 looking back again, they're just falling back. They're not wanting to do anything risky. They're not going to cross the road alone. They'll want to do that together. And squad number 10 on the other hand are looting safely on the other side of the road.
Yeah, we're going to move over to Pochinki now, as we have FG going up against Smile Squad.
Shoaib has been over there for a very long
time. He's been over there for a long
time. How did he get the level 1 backpack? I don't know, but he's just been AFK after that.
Not sure if he probably just stepped into one of these buildings, picked up a few necessities, and since then has been here. While FG, they've spread themselves out inside Pochinki. Zoro, in fact, all the way up at church. Is there a fight happening at school?
Yeah, so there's a bit of fight, the usual apartment versus school, and they've done slight damage onto Waltrex. He takes a few shots in, but this time maybe it looks like school versus Rozok. So someone from the Rozok Hill has been firing onto them. So that is squad number 7 though. So squad number 7, they are not going to make that push until they have decent loot. B4M have good level 3 gear, I see. They have level 3 vests and they have the Car 98, they have AKs over there. So they've got good loot coming into school. And let's look at the spread of the teams there. Right now, zone number 1, most of the teams are spread out.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any trouble with any of the squads that are there right now. I do expect a slightly passive remainder of phase 1, and I don't think phase 2 is going to see too much action either. Most of the squads who are going to be rotating in, as soon as they even remotely feel that there's a squad nearby, they're going to try and avoid. It is the initial qualifier games. Only the top 4 move on to the semi-finals on Thursday. So a lot on the line. Most of these squads, I believe, are here for the first time. Some squads I do remember from the previous minors. We have Team XE. I specifically remember them playing. Octane X Legends have been there. Team FG has been there. FTW has also played. Team Tamilas, I'm not sure. I do remember there was Tamizas previously. Maybe it's the same squad. I never really know. Squad 8, is that the global esports lineup? The name says Team GE. However, I'm not really sure about that. Let's move back over to Pochinki.
It looks like squad number 21. They get spotted by FGX 420 over there with their vehicle. He's going to now. He knows that they're in the compound that side. He does not know that Shoaib is still in that bunker over there underneath. But DD, DD, he gets a knock somewhere.
Yeah, he gets a knock onto one of the players from WLVS. Karma, up close, is going to go for the res out. It does have some backup in with Alex WW, but squad number 8 IM, they're going to start pushing in. Ash Gamer's a wee bit far away though, a fair bit of distance to cover, but he should be able to make it back in before Micro gets the heals off and moves out of this position. Karma is going to set up shop in the building opposite. Micro OP is at the compound wall. Alex WWW inside the building. Nades being tossed inside. Alex WWW taking a little bit of damage. And Micro OP. Is he going to move into the same building? Yes, he does. This DD opposite. Critic not too far away. Ash Gamers ended up taking a bit of damage as well. He's come in and he's gotten sandwiched between two players, and Micro OP is down, and we see DD pushing straight up inside. He wants the punish out, will get the flush. He's looking up ahead. There's a player straight above him, if I'm not mistaken, and if he's not heard movements there, this is gonna be rough. Ah, there you go. He spots him out in the corner. He goes prone, but there are three players charging up. Loading X finds the knock, and they're ready. They know exactly where the other players are. You see Loading X immediately change up, look for his teammates to be moving in for cover. In fact, Felix OP is gonna right away. They've left one of their teammates inside. The nade should get the job done. If not, we will see Loading X charge up. He's actually jumped back down. Never mind. He's gonna go pro. But three players all around. In fact, all four from squad number 8. They will clean up onto 3. Lucky though for squad number 10, they were able to get one of their players out. I see a drop on Johnny's screen. What is it, Johnny?
Yeah, that's the first drop. I think we're back to the M249 days. So the first drop coming in
Let's
is
go.
M249 with that cheek pad and level 3 gear. And looks like another drop is already on its way as well. And that is towards Pochinki.
Yeah, it's going
Looks
near
like
Pochinki.
is becoming hot action zone. Oh, is the AWM with the sniper suppressor. That can't get any better shade. It can't get any
And
better.
look who is it going to. There's already one squad here.
Here also
Team
another squad
Maximus.
is coming to pick this up. No.
Yeah. Team Maximus is here. They're watching it intently. And agents coming in. There's squad number 12 who's looking to challenge, but CJ gets shot on the entry. He's gonna move all the way back. Squad number 21 is here as well. A couple of players from Smile. So it's a and there is WLVS just coming
And
in.
there's squad
hot.
number 7 also.
There's squad 10 just came in hot, straight into the drop.
Yeah. And Paradox is now running straight at the drop.
Yeah, there's Felix already there. He hasn't picked up what? Why didn't he pick up the AWM? He didn't pick up the AWM. He's gonna get shot.
Maybe he's going to tell his team.
Paradox. But he does not have any teammates here. He's gonna say, hey guys, AWM right there, please.
Or take it for yourself.
Like, he literally was there.
Take it and go.
He's there for like a second, and he leaves without the AWM. I'm not really. Maybe he stole the bullets. You never really know. That would be next.
No, he picked up the AWM.
Oh yes, yes,
the
yeah.
suppressor.
You know what would have been cruel there, just to take the arm bullet, so you run out.
Run away.
You leave it, you drop it somewhere here in the open field, then you can run away.
No, and drop one bullet like that so that he has to keep coming to pick up one.
No, that would be like a treasure hunt. That'd be a fun thing to do. No, I'm talking about just leave it in a place where
Look at this AWM red dot.
it, yeah.
Ready on to squad number 12. AWM red dot.
New meta, people. New meta.
Paradox, he's going to show if he's going to get a knock with that AWM and that red dot.
If someone finds a knock though, not sure it definitely wasn't from the AWM, but I do see a knock come in. One of the players from Agent ends up getting knocked down. Is in fact Clown, who is now healed already to go back for round number 2. But yeah, you can give a suppressor, you can give him an arm, but you do need a scope to go with it as well. And unfortunately,
Oh, he swapped it with someone else. He took the mini instead with that red dot. The AWM goes with the 4X with Cyclops.
I think that's a more
Wise decision.
wise decision there. But yeah, let's keep our eyes peeled to see if we will eventually see some action break out here. There's squad number 7 on top of the hill. There were about 3 squads in and around that area.
Oh, shots are being fired. Squad number 7 on to squad number 21. And Abbey falls. The squad number 7, they've spot them near the squad house. They've already got the flush already. So,
And Cyclops is the one with the arm right now. There's Smile. Oh, wait. He didn't spot them? Viper at the window did give Cyclops some movement there, but I don't think he saw it on his screen. And there's Zorro.
Look at squad number 24. They're going hot in. They get one knock over there onto squad number 19. He's driving the car straight to that shack. And he's going to take the fight.
Yeah, he moves in. Nice. Hip fire across and he sees the second player out as well. Jumping hip fire. Let's go. Raining in from above. He's going to find 2 kills and his teammates are nowhere close. Squad 19. They're all the way across the 2 remaining players and being split up definitely is going to cost them a lot right there. And I see one player from squad 24 down, FTW. I think they will park the vehicle up and drop a few smokes and eventually make their way across the street. Would be risky to do so in open grounds. And
one of his teammates is very far.
One of his teammates is knocked far away and another teammate's dead. So okay, hold that thought. We're gonna have another push coming in. Squad number 7 commit in towards squad 21, I believe here, as Smile steps out into the open. 3 fires across, 2 players up, 3 players in fact up at the compound wall, and there's 1 player in Viper all alone, steps out. It's gonna get hammered back down. They get the full flushes out as well, and that should be the entire at least squad 21, whoever were inside this building, but they're getting shot from above. Squad number 14, I think there is Savage inside the compound, while squad 14 all set up above. Cyclops does have himself the AWM. Let's see if he can find an angle onto 1 or maybe more players in here. What's happening on your end? I see Shazard.
Yeah, they're taking a fight with squad number 17, which is above the hill over there. Squad number 19, 2 players is still behind. But I don't know, the Shazard is that too.
Shazad's got no heals.
Yeah.
His level 2
His helmet
helmet's
is
also gone.
screwed.
He's got a level 1.
He's getting
vest.
shot from behind as well.
One
FGX
stray
420,
bullet.
They get
1 stray bullet and he is down for. And meanwhile, I'm going to move over to the other fight, Cyclops. But that AWM did try for a flick shot, but unfortunately couldn't land it. And with, I think, Paradox getting knocked, I'm not sure if that was the player behind. They should be aware that now it is not just FG on top of the hill, but there is also, I think, 1 remaining player from squad 21 behind them. Entire wall of smokes dropped here as Cyclops moves across and he spots the player coming in. Vegas is coming in hot, and I think this is probably the time that they move back into Pochinki, and that's exactly what they will do. But Smile Sohaib is down in that pit right there.
He's the AFK guy, Smile Sohaib.
Okay. There's KR here as well. I'm sure he's still pretty much in play, and he should hear the Dacia go by. But it looks like squad number 7 isn't really interested in just a reposition to take that fight again. I think they're pretty much done. They want to hard relocate back out. And that's exactly what Shazard is also up to.
Oh, Legends is back. I just saw Legends Rapi fall, and very well known name. We've seen quite a lot. Squad number 17 have got into an engagement with squad number 8, straight near that house.
Yeah, they're right opposite each other. A small little crevice separating the 2, and in fact Rao King ends up taking quite a hard beating there. Techman moving up. Dan's pretty low as well. Nate's coming across. Techman moves back preemptively and ensures that he does not get knocked by that nade coming in. He's going to toss in some utility himself. Zapping on top of the hill, all watched by squad number 24, by the way, from below. So they can look to participate in this, maybe get a couple of TPP knocks, maybe even flushes. Needs moving across, not really making it all the way to where loading currently is. So, and both squads are doing not too bad. Oh, Rao King pulls the vehicle out, and squad number 17 says, you know what? We're done with this. We're heading out. They're all the way out. Squad number 8 though continues to fire away in hopes of maybe doing some damage, and they do in fact onto I believe that's one of the second cars in Dawn. How is he not dead? And health bar shows 0.
Exactly.
I'm looking to find a sliver of health on that.
And he's not even stopping.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep driving by, but there we go. Don's probably thinking that was
Close.
a Christmas miracle that came 2 months earlier, and Don's gonna survive this. Pop that first aid, you get all that HP back, and yeah. John, you need to look at the circle. The circle looks gorgeous right now. It's 17 squads.
17 squads, and the circle moves so much down south, and there's 30% of water, but the circle is eventually going to move up north towards that hill, and it's going to be that hill ending most likely just across Ferry Pier.
17 squads. I think there's just 1 or 2 squads that have gone down thus far, and fights still continue. I see a fight happening, in fact, deep into the blue. Come for a second for the render to come through. There we go. Dul. They found themselves one of the players from squad number 9. There's still RTG Naman, who gets spotted and knocked down.
Yeah, also squad number 23 are looking.
Is there anyone else from squad 9? Yeah, there is one more player here. There's Thor OP, and he is in fact okay. I don't really know what the plan is. The last remaining player for squad 9. 2 first aids, 4 boosters. One of them already used up, and he's running the wrong direction. There is nowhere above over here. Chances are he's not even gonna find himself a vehicle soon, and I think this might just be curtains here for squad 9. He has about a minute 50 seconds to work with, but as soon as the next phase as soon as the next phase starts bringing in the damage, the kind of heals that he is working with right now is going to be nowhere close.
Just look at where the circle is.
Oh, Cyclops, AWM. I see a knock coming across. Let's see if they'll actually look to engage in on this. But I think maybe before that, we get Johnny in to have a look at the zone.
Yeah, look at this zone. This zone has moved, like I said, just across Ferry Pier. It's going to be that hilly area, and there's few cover stars. If it moves towards Ferry Pier at the end, it's going to be very cluttered. Team. The squad number 14 and 8 are next to each other. And
What's happening with
a fight? W2K and B4M. That's just at the peripheral bottom. W2K clean them up, and they fall.
Yeah, there's Wiki down. RK was able to come up in the nick of time, get the flush out, and that's going to be...
Oh, look at Tank. He gets the knock onto critical. He's going to drop a nade maybe and wants to get that flush in. He knows Iron DD is going to come in for that push. Oh, that nade does not do anything, but Tank, he wants to go. He's waiting for his teammates though, and now he's going for the push. The revive is coming in. Smoke's already down. And
shots being fired up at Dawn by Dawn rather. Up at, I believe that's squad number 7 driving up. I am taking in a fight as well. I'm going to try and jump.
Oh, look at this nade. Look at how good this nade could be. He needs to drop it fast. He can't keep cooking it.
Tanai gets flushed out by Critic. He pops out of the smoke and he's going to find himself a knockdown. Nades coming across, but IM has spread themselves out pretty well now. And the nade really shouldn't be able to achieve much. Meanwhile, Loading finds himself another knock. So does DD above. And Zoro's being spotted. Just barely manages to get back towards the ridge cover right there. Loading. Unfortunately, couldn't lock on with that DP in the nick of time.
And look at this, squad number 12 is fighting squad number 11 as well. And Agent, they're making a push. They've already lost one with one knock.
CJ is down.
Leon is the only person left now. And
CJ is down. He gets fully flushed out as well.
He's surrounded as well. He does not know where to go. 15 squads left. He's hearing the footsteps. He's going to sit in this container maybe. I don't know if squad number 11 knows that he's still alive, but this might be the cue. Oh, he's dropping a smoke. I don't know if that was the right idea.
Yeah. Probably not the best of ideas right there. And it's going to be another squad biting the dust. We're going to move back to IM versus FG. Legends Danish finds himself a knock and a flush onto Garuda. And I think Punk Savage is able to drop one as well. Rivals getting into a fight themselves. Yeah, these fights happening. It's happening below south. That's a 3-way tie right there. Squad number 20 above also getting involved. I'm going to move over to Legends Grim. as they're jumping up against squad number 20. 2 players, in fact 3 players inside this one single compound. There is squad 13 in between. 1 player's Kadima and squad 20 who's 2 players up at the compound wall. In fact, Demon getting knocked meant Leo had to push up ahead, and Grim's gonna find himself a knock onto, who was that? Oh, that was the player right here. They moved 1 building up ahead, but I think that's gonna discourage Leo from aggressing any further. I think Heeman is gonna hold his ground. There's a nade that flies above. He's gonna go for some boosts. Legends. What are you looking to peek out? It's still 11 squads up and kicking inside this zone.
Yes,
Yeah, this is zone number 5.
Is so close to squad number 19. They're taking an engagement over there, and the first knock comes in onto Dheeraj. Ansh FTW. He's taking the flank. Look at as Shahzad. He gets that kill, and they clean up house over there. But they need to push. There's squad number 16 next to them. There's squad number 15 as well, and they see the smoke. Octane X right in front of them. But is Shahzad? They get shot by that M24. What is Shahzad doing? Doesn't he know that there's a squad? Oh, he spots Dhul. Is he going to shoot that SKS?
He has an open shot here to be had. He'd be hoping that he had a bolt action instead to get that instant headshot knock in. But as things stand, I think Shahzad thinks the better of it, wants to keep his...
And there's only 7 seconds left. They need to make it to the zone, and this zone is going to hurt quite a lot because we're going to go into phase number 6 after this. Shots being fired onto Rajat, and Dul goes down. Dul gets cleaned out by Ansh FTW. So does Rajat, and now they're going to make their way to the zone.
Yeah, they're going to make their way in, and we're going to move back over to this standoff between Legends as well as Team Punk. We have players in the far ground behind FG, I think, getting involved with squad number 23. We have 420 who is down. Zoro holding the flank across. Squad number 23, they're sitting on the other side of the ridge that Zoro is trying to crawl up to. If squad 23 decides to push up aggressive, he might just be the trump card who wins them this fight. But squad 23 looks like they want to go for themselves.
Shahzad gets knocked over there. And the entirety of squad VSG. But Legends, Classo and Danish, they are ready with that.
Zoro's down as well. And is his teammates there for cover? Yes, they are, but I don't think they're in any position to do anything much about this. As Team Hex, they've also lost Manti, who needs to get res back up. What's happening with IM here? They're in a 3-way fight here as Octane X is trying to use the smoke at the edge, but the nade across finds himself the knock. And will we see a push across from IM? They're firing away through the smoke. X King is here. They blow up the UAZ, but that was pretty much it. They can't really proceed any further. Raven's getting shot from behind by 420, and he finds himself the knock with the barrel right there. Long range spray. Nice recall control, and let's see if they can secure maybe a kill here, maybe get a squad wipe. Is 23 is still 4 strong, so it's going to take a lot more than just that to secure up the kills there. IM repositions out as well. Move over to Sensei, who's going to hip fire across, and he will find Wiki down. Wiki now separate away from the rest of the team as nades coming in, and it's going to find one knock. Sensei gets tagged down to about 20%. More nades across his close. Sensei, will he survive? No, he won't. He goes down, and immediate flush out as well. That is going to be Octane X making their exit across, and squad number 11 is just going to barely survive the squad number 8 though out in the open.
Oh, look at spray down by DD. He's getting shot though. He hits 420 over there.
But 420 now is taking blue zone damage. I think he should end up getting knocked just to the zone. Yes, he will. He's trying to secure the kill here, DD. And unfortunately, he was not going to be able to do so. I think kill still should get credited to him. Regardless, we're down to the top 6 squads in 420. Still continues to do some damage here. Squad 23 is going to lose 1 player. There's some buildings right now in the center of the circle, and we see TD sitting inside that team 20, that is Team Punk, holding the other squad 14 on the perimeter.
I don't know if DD has seen squad number 11, who's very close to them across, but They right now need to make the way to the zone because they are quite far from the zone. Oh, DD. He's not even looking at them running towards him.
RK crawling across away from the smoke. I think the smokes are going to dissipate anytime soon. And they're preparing up already. Meanwhile, TDD. They've lost 2 players. Molotov's being tossed across. Squad number 20 is 4 strong, so it's a 4v2 situation. TDD, they're going to try and use all their utility here. Maybe if they do find 2 knocks, that is when you will expect a push through. Else they're just going to wait this out, wait for the zone to next reveal itself, and squad number 20 to actually move away from the stronghold that they do have inside this compound right now. But it is down to the top 4. It's squad 20 versus 17 versus 8 versus 11.
Oh, squad number 8 taking fire.
Yeah,
The
they're
vehicle
coming-
might explode over there. And that's going to
They're
be the
coming
boom.
in hard, but they managed to survive. Player in fact drops up from above and loading. Ends up going down. The rest of teammates coming in. They're going to go for the flush. They will find one. DD responds back in.
Oh,
Tiny
he
jump on the
cleans
top.
everything.
He's cleaned them all. He finds the 2 kills and he's sitting at about half
That's a
HP.
1v3.
Yeah, and the zone's pushing in though. The blue zone pushes through and Leo jumps out, just barely manages to survive. He took so much damage right there, but I think he's gonna continue pushing this. Pre-fires in DD. Goes down indeed there at the end. Nice attempt though from DD, but it's gonna end up a little bit short. It's regardless 10 kill chicken dinner for Team Punk as they take first position. I am in second position with 12 kills. I see 7 kills onto TDD and 11 kills onto W2K who are at 4th position. So top 4 secured, done and dusted. Slots in the semi-finals in the bag. This is Shadeslayr as well as Flash. We'll take a quick break. We will be back with Group E matches. So don't go anywhere. Do stick around.
When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels that switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. You to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't you rise, and now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think I'm the only drink for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. It's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Minor. This is Minor number 10 and we are in game number 2 for Tuesday, the second day of our qualifiers. And we've seen crazy action yesterday and in our first game. Looking at the flight path, we're moving from Primost right up to Zarki. And we're having very parallel flight paths today, Shade. Last time we had from Severny to Millbase, this time Primost to Zarki. And again, the east a bit too far, like last time as well.
Yeah.
But teams are still going to go to Millbase. They're still going to take vehicles, go to Novo, maybe Milta Farm. Might not want to go to Milta Power Prison, Lipoka Mansion, or Kameshki, but the other places are still in play. You see, so many teams have gone to Georgiapur. If you see squad number 5, squad number 6, squad number 11 has split up though. I see one player of 11 dropping near Squad House and 3 other people moving in towards Rozhok and Watertown.
Yeah, let's move over to squad number 15 and 6. TRS has dropped right up next to where Fallen is. And this almost certainly is gonna be the first fight. Unless, I think squad number 18 might take a fight even before this happens.
Yeah, but they picked up vehicle and I think they're going to just debate out of here. They're not going to take that fight. And already squad number 16 is fighting squad number... Okay, no. Just few shots fired onto squad number 13. But squad number 18 is now moving very close to squad number 13. And... Okay.
Wait.
The squad number
Are they gonna
17
stop there now?
No. They cannot. They can't afford to stop over there. So...
Are they just gonna keep driving by? We're gonna jump back over to TRS versus a Fallen right here. TRS has fallen all the way behind though. They were up at these apartments and I expected maybe a duel breaking out, maybe a couple of knocks in, but instead it is TRS taking the safer option out as they fall behind.
And look at the circle.
To the south of the city.
Just look at this circle. It's way up north. And most likely it looks like it's going to be between shooting range, that hill, Severny, or might be towards Rozhok as well. But it's going to be a very north oriented circle. And north circles, we know how much fun those endings are. And let's see, squad number 16, squad number 13. Very close. Looks like they might get into an engagement over there.
16 and 13. Yeah, looks like they are pretty close to each other right now.
Or squad number 20 and 21.
Yeah, there's something happening at the north as well, right? Up towards Severny. Int. I see a scope on a Logan OP, and I think that's where I'm going to switch to right now. A couple of players pretty much chilling on top of the roof right now. And oh, Venom's been spotted. Doesn't really pull the trigger just yet though. He sees him for a second right there. Shooting right there would have only ended up giving away his position and not really securing a kill. And now Logan OP pre-fires inside and Venom, lucky to be able to survive right there, peeks out at the absolute perfect time, keeps his life intact, and see if his teammates are going to respond back though. I don't see squad 20 right now crossing the road. I think even with utility it's just a little too risky. With Wizard, D12, all of them already in position, they're just a quick spray away from cleaning it up. I see BTW Gogo on chat. He says we're missing ILG qualifiers. They did qualify.
I know, because you made it through. You made it through the last week. So, but congratulations,
congratulations
to you guys.
on the victory for Born to Win. Yeah,
Thank you also for coming on stream.
Yeah, they will be missed though. Moving ahead through the remainder of the 6 qualifiers that are remaining. That is of course excluding this.
So that's one thing I like about ILG. You know, it's like you start seeing these teams week in and week out, and you start building a bond with them, right?
I swear.
Like
so
even
it's like you've seen them. You basically spend your week in week out with some of these squads. MYM did qualify, right? If I'm not mistaken.
MYM they did
qualify, I think, which is why we stopped seeing them.
Exactly. So MYM also made
Novo, Vampire, those guys, fun guys indeed. Some very nice games.
The only people, unfortunately, I'm
it's the person I played with yesterday, by the way, in the night.
And unfortunately,
God's Rain,
not
it's
a squad
KK,
anymore.
an amazing guy. and and of course I'm a very big fan of Manu as well. I think he's a gifted player indeed.
PMIT is going to be their last tournament together as a squad.
Yeah, so. But from what I hear, they're shuffling up the roster a bit. They should be coming out with some good news, and probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, back into grinding ILG in the nick of time and making it to the online playoffs.
But is it going to be God's reign? Or are they going to keep that?
That I'm not really sure. I think they should, right? I think
it
that's
makes sense keeping
that's
two
the
shots being
absolute
fired.
signature. Wait, what?
What?
No. I think
Was
that's,
that a glitch? Oh,
no. You usually see.
Oh, he's punching him. That's why I saw that blood.
Yeah.
I had my doubts there. I was like, from where is blood? And I'm seeing those rays coming over that. I'm like, okay.
And I think Warlock D12, these guys are gonna eventually. Is that a vehicle? I don't think that's one of the
Another fight.
spawn vehicles. I think that is.
Squad number 10 and squad number 9.
Oh yeah, let's move back. Oh, we've just got sidetracked.
Yeah, it looks like Yasnaya is going to be another place where we can have an engagement. Squad number 10 and squad number 9, both close by over there. Seeing these names for the first time: Karan, Speed Devil, Ransi, and Slugger.
Zoom Boom.
PWR we've seen.
PWR we've seen.
Zoom Boom, Digyans.
This is something we've seen before from these guys. I'm not sure. Did they qualify over from the initial rounds to the semifinals? I believe they did.
They did last week, I think.
Yeah.
I think we saw PWR for the first time last week or the week before that.
Okay. Because I do know for a fact. I remember Podo and Zoom Boom. Very familiar names, but
because I remember cracking that meme. You know what is cooking?
Yeah. I specifically remember that one. Alright, let's jump over. I see some action happening. Let's see where this is in fact breaking out.
Yeah, it's back to squad number 12 and squad number.
Is this a fight? Yeah, it is. Killer. It's
Killer takes some damage over there. The
I think
flank
he did
is
get
coming in
he
by
got
Logan
knocked
OP.
down, and it was Poison coming in with the res.
It looks like Logan is flanking over there. That's going to be a very interesting flank though.
Squad number 12 just about resed one of their players back up, and Logan.
I don't think Venom and Venom and team have recognized that there's a flank happening from the side.
This flank is going to take some time though, because Logan right now.
Maybe, do you think it's worth going alone if Logan OP gets caught? Because
I don't think it's worth it.
You'd rather take one more player with you.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Venom
is
spotted
peeking.
this. He's seen this. He knows. He's going to pre-flip.
Yeah, Venom seen
Logan immediatally readjusts back out.
Oh,
And
he's
then
bot.
he's wide out into the open. Bye, Logan. See you back in the lobby. Oh no. There you go.
You should be able to
Johnny,
kill
I
him.
think that pretty much answers your question of should you be doing this? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
For
it
scenarios like this.
doesn't make sense though.
And Logan,
Getting punished for his.
yeah, he's sent back. And with that, let's see if any of their teams are looking to get aggressive. I see, in fact, Warlock pushing up. He's going for the flush onto King. He's whipping up the shots and does eventually find it. And just like that, squad number 20 are down to 2 players only. I see Killer already on half HP. Side the building. Warlock's got his eyes fixed in. Unfortunately, his secondary weapon doesn't really have a sniper there. He's having to make do with just the micro Uzi. Poison's all the way back. I think this man's actually very far away from where Killer currently is, and that's gonna pretty much mean Killer is left all on his own here. He's got the UMP, he's got a Scar L, but I don't think that's gonna be anywhere enough once the push does eventually come through. There's Killer. He comes in, goes prone. That should have been knocked. Unfortunately, it isn't, and with that, that's probably going to be curtains. Warlock's chasing up. There's D12 close by. Pre-fires through. Killer is just one bullet away from going down. He's getting pre-fired in the corner, and the wizard comes through. And that is, I guess, it. He will clean up, and
Poison, where is he?
he's run away, by the way. He long ago left his
Gaddar.
team.
He's the biggest gaddar.
Poison.
Like तू मर जा मैं तो छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ.
I think that was a wise decision considering the fact that it was curtains. There was no way that they were going to win that fight. And even looking at the kind of heels that he has one bandage.
At least you could have taken a smoke and made this thing run away.
One bandage. Not really sure what he could have done with that. So it's irony. They're gonna find themselves 3 kills and the entire city to themselves as Poison has got a long run back. He's in fact running towards the western border.
This is
He's
bad.
gonna have to
This
go
is bad.
south. Okay, wait.
You can't do this to your teammates. You're in this together. You should be till the end. See, anyways, it's a qualifier. Top 4 go through. If you do not make it to the, I mean, if you don't get kills in the top 4, you're still not going to be able to hold that. You're still not going to be able to hold that. What do you call it? You won't be able to hold that position because a squad with a few more kills and rank 1 or 2 ranks below you, they're going to move up. So you rather fight with your teammate who's there. Maybe you could come out of the engagement better. You never know. 2v4. You've played CS:GO a lot, Shady, and I'm sure you know how even a 1v5 at times is.
Yeah, it is a hard place to be in. Not impossible, but it's still a hard uphill task. As one of the production PCs just said, you know what, this action's too much. We're gonna take a break, so we're gonna try and
check where the
jump
next
that
circle
up. So do
is.
bear with us.
So looking at the next circle, it has moved again. It's centerized. It's still center, and you cannot still tell whether it's going towards North Island or whether it's going to be in the center bit of the map. There are 2 drops. Let's check if either of the teams have picked up. No. So this drop has a Groza, okay, with the first aid, level 3 gear, and let's check the other drop. The other drop in the water. Oh, what happened? Was that my... let's check this. This is also a Groza. So it's Groza galore, back to Groza galore. And looks like squad number 10 are getting into an engagement versus squad number 9. And...
I'm back.
Shady is back, boys.
Let's go. PC's back up. Let's jump straight in.
Yeah, so we were talking... what's up, nuclear wife? Long time no see. Where have you been?
Self Gamer. Hello. Gogo says 4th week lol. Wait, that was it? It was only 4 weeks in?
Who?
What was 4 weeks in?
PWR. Are you talking about PWR? Could be.
Maybe, you never really know. I'm gonna see where squad 20. Oh, squad 19. This is a fight that's happening.
Look at Midmock. Midmock, he's able to spray down with that AK. Venom, he's taking some damage there, but Venom, he's going to still hold the line behind that wall. Nate could do good over here, but Kratos...
They're all in the open.
Where is Midmock hitting them from? I mean, yes, there's a distraction. MKOP is down, but you should still realize where bullets are being fired from.
Reaper's in close
Oh, the
quarters.
flash is coming in from the side. And looks
No,
like...
no, he's not going for the flush. He's gonna make it through the corner and Reaper's here. Opportunity is gonna go for the res. Pre-fires across. Reaper's gonna get the res out. And if they charge out, Reaper's gonna be able to line them both up. Which is why they're gonna split one person inside and Dexter. Oh, Reaper's gonna be like, damn, it's an opportunity
Emperor.
missed. But now, yeah.
Emperor, he's jumping. No, I don't think
Getting down as well. That was supposed to be a trade. That wasn't supposed to be both players down. 1 down, 2 down. The teammates above can just stand and watch now.
Then I'll go see what's next.
And they're gonna leave Reaper behind. Reaper's just lying there thinking, help me.
And there's another battle happening. That's squad number 17 versus squad number 9. It's TE versus Power. They've taken 3 players down already of TE. X Factor, the only person alive. He's going to just take that vehicle and run. He does not want to take that engagement. Does not look pretty.
Yeah, and eventually Evil also ends up getting knocked down. They do knock 1 for 1. Res is coming out from both teams, but this is
This is going to be
TRQ.
another interesting battle. Squad number 11 moving very close to squad number 21, and they are near the drop. Let's check Prasanna. Yeah, they're not going to move out though. Okay, I thought they were going to get into that engagement, but looks like they're just going to play safe.
Yeah, TRQ left, right? I think they kind of leave from this area. Might have missed.
But the clutter is two teams are moving towards the drop. That's one is squad number 15, and the other is squad number 6. Squad number 6 I think has already reached there. Squad number 15 bringing their buggy right close, and this definitely is going to be an engagement if they stop on time. Yes, they stop. Oh, I remember this house. I hate this house.
And there's Warhawk on the roof, completely exposed, down for the count. And that is it.
No, there's still squad number 6. 2 people alive.
We're gonna jump to the other fight here as Kratos gets knocked by Mid-Mock, but he has 3 more players running in his direction. He just got Evil's already down, and I don't think Mid-Mock has any sort of utility to go for this res right here. Is there smoke? Okay. So there might be an outside chance that he makes this happen, but it's gonna be a risky maneuver regardless. He wants to go for the flush out onto Kratos first. Not gonna find it. Emperor is pushed up, but look at that flank. That's such a wide flank across, and he, no! Mid-Mock misses a sitter right there, and I think he still might be able to get this. He still sees the backpack there. Sees a piece of the foot as well. And
He's getting shot from
now
the
he's getting
side.
shot from there.
He's
All
going.
should
One
be
game.
traded.
One Kobe. Where's it?
There.
Come on, Emperor. He's ready.
Emperor
He's showing
is ready.
it.
He's gone.
But he gets knocked.
He gets knocked. Is he gonna be able to charge across? Yes, he will,
Yeah,
and he's
kill
gonna
him.
take him. He's gonna take that prisoner along.
Get him, at least get that kill.
Venom here as well. He might take this fight, and he just barely managed to make it inside. He gets the flush. Nicely done. That's gonna sting for Kratos as well as Venom, and he can still do so much more.
So he needs to take this engagement.
Yeah, he needs to take this fight. He goes with the VSS. Are you kidding me?
Why the
One
VSS?
bullet.
Why the
One
man?
bullet only.
And look at this. Already squad number 15 moved towards squad number 6. The flush is
Oh,
coming in
yeah,
by
he gets
Henry,
the flush
but
out.
Henry is very low. There is still one player of squad number 6 still left. He's taking the vehicle and running away.
Oh, he finds it. Yes,
That
it
is
is.
dynamite.
Yeah, that is TRS.
That's
That was totally a non-dynamo thing right there. Run away from the fight. But all right, we are gonna look back at where the circle. Okay, never mind. There's too many teams around. I expect fights to happen real fast as well. We have to go and jump over Venom.
Look at this,
Let's see
squad
if
number
they can
21
turn
moving
light.
straight to squad number 12. Shots being fired, and squad number 12, they can't get a break over there. 2 people already knocked, and they're not getting enough time to... Oh, he drops the vehicle so close next to them. And is he going to flush them out? No, he's going to wait for D2 to... Oh, he gets shot. He gets shot. He gets taken down now. And cover fire. Real bad. Real bad. Where's Blades? Blades?
And all of this is happening around the drop.
Bad decision making though, really bad decision making. You stop your vehicle just to clean up 2 kills straight in the center without realizing that he still has another 2 more teammates left, and then you get
It
punished.
is none of it is worth it. Even if you get a 4-man wipe there, it is just too risky. The fact that you are putting so much on the line to try and make that happen. We see a drop coming.
Finally a different drop. AUG.
AUG. I don't think I've seen AUG for 3 days.
3
Johnny,
days,
straight up.
exactly.
We're gonna finally see an AUG with an AR suppressor. And level 3 West helmet backpack. And it's gonna be taken away by Malt
Looks like this is
Parsan.
going to be a Rozok end. Interesting. 15 squads left, and the zone quite big as of now.
Yeah, let's look at that circle and where it's heading. It is around Rozok. Most important thing to note in the circle is that river straight down the middle. Squads are going to pick either side, and eventually the zone's going to push to one end, and those squads are going to be forced to either swim across or just stand their ground and fight till the better end. And I think that is the eventual trick. Do I hear voices?
Yeah, that's not.
भोसड़ी के competitive के
Yeah,
खेल रहा है जो
so-
नेट नहीं चल रहा.
That's on my comms, I think. So not yet on yours.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's gone now. No, still there.
Alright, so we're gonna cut audio.
So we're gonna cut audio because the sound glitch has just popped up back. So unfortunately for my PC, we'll cut the audio.
Yeah, let's jump on over to a possible fight here between squads 15 as well as 20.
Oh, squad number 10 is in action versus squad number 8, and Karan is down. Speed Devil, Ransi. I somehow fail to understand taking the Micro Uzi in the last zones. How
Micro Uzi is OP.
Yeah, but in open zones, I don't think the Micro Uzi is that great. Yes, I understand it's very fast.
It's only good close quarters. It's
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
achieve absolutely nothing
In these
mid to long range fights.
in these open fields, what are you gonna do with it? Yes, you do have an M4, and if you're using that the Micro Uzi to clean flush people out, I understand. But what about long range flushes?
Squad number 9 does get spotted out. Shots coming in towards Digyant.
तो अपने घर की चीजें देख के ऐसे बातें बोलता है. शर्म तो कर थोड़ा.
There's audio on mine as well, so I'm gonna kill it. I hear players going sharam to kar toda.
Actually, it'll be fun doing a cast with the
audio on,
with
all
all
the
audience
sounds.
listening, and with all our players watching. Do you want to do that? Let's do that. Let's someone suddenly one fight is happening and he's like, hey, kya kar raha tu? And we are screaming, hey, he's going to go get that knock. That'll be some crazy.
You know what would be nice to actually map? I'm not really sure about feasibility, but to kind of have all the players mandatorily join our Discord,
That would be crazy.
and map each squad with their Discord channel.
Yeah.
So
You know,
as soon as you switch to, say, for example, Negi, you get to hear NOT's Discord channel and what's the kind of comms that are going down. I think that'll give a lot of insight onto how some of these teams deal with different situations. How is the comms like? How whether they're calm, whether there's
the fun thing will be like in a fight, if you want to understand what teams actually talk about or how they realize, we certainly will put them on the screen, or after they're done with the fight, put them on screen with the audios on, and like, oh, crazy.
But I think that's gonna.
We can do that maybe for LAN.
No, I think that's gonna reveal a lot, though, that players don't really want to.
Oh, look at squad number 10 going hot in towards squad number 11 and squad number 22. Squad number 9, they're just driving straight into people, getting knocked, and Ransi is down. Look at this. They've gone straight into power.
Yeah, Digyant pre-fires across. He has an entire squad in front of him and another just driving by. Squad number 12 has just set up shop wide out into the open. Digyant can go for the spray, but as soon as he shoots, he's going to leave himself vulnerable from the right hand side. But Warlock's not seen this. He wants to go for the flush as well. 6x in onto the M4. Luckily, he manages to get back into some cover, and there was no punish coming in from Slugger. He ensures that he does not leave himself exposed from this end towards OG, and the nade being cooked. There's 2-3 players in across. I don't think it's even gonna make it across.
Yeah, they're just
roof.
changing positions now. They're not even wanting to take that fight. They've completely moved out from there, and they're not now. They're keeping an eye maybe onto squad number 9, but they're not going to take that fight.
Yeah, so people are wondering, hey, what happened to the audio? Audio is not working. We've intentionally removed the audio.
Yeah, we've stopped the audio because we can hear player comms, and that's not going to be fun to watch. So,
and Karan exposed. It's gonna get shot in the back. At least a couple of bullets in. Digyant is just doing so much work from the roof, completely uncontested, not ignored to the dot, and he's just continuing to do work time and again. I'm gonna keep my eyes on this guy. I think he's still got a lot left in him to do, as D12 bleeding out, Wizards also bleeding out. PWR in a strong position, center circle. On the far side we have not LGX, I believe, is also there.
But look at 13 teams and look how small the circle is. This is going to be an intense battle towards the end.
Yeah, we're gonna see like 12 squads just drop.
Yeah, I think now we can maybe put the audio back on.
Yeah, I think it's the calm before the storm. It's kind of fixed itself. Ooh, NOT. Seems like they
Or maybe that team just died. That was talking.
you never really know. Arjuna, there's the knock coming in and the smoke's
है
being
क्या
dropped
वो
by
बिना
Athena.
नेट वाला बॉसिटी
Try
वाला
and go for the res. But the problem is, as soon as he steps up, he's gonna leave himself exposed from multiple directions. Let's see what's happening on Johnny's side. I see Malt.
Yeah, they've made a nice compound for themselves and they're looking at every angle. They're not going to take that pretty much fight. The squad number 22 just next to them on their left. Squad number 9 and 12 right in front of them. But now squads moving to the perimeter and they're going to come in slowly. But they need to be careful because the teams that are still circling the outer perimeter. And the team that comes in the last is the one who's going to be in advantage. Unless it's a high ground where a team is already camping and waiting for people to come inside and kill them when they're trying to enter.
Yeah, I think X Factor is soon to get into some trouble here. Squad number 5 has pulled up inside this very compound, but X Factor is hiding up in the roof right there and it's just gonna continue to do exactly that till the zone doesn't really force him out of this position.
Right
Squad
now,
number 18, one of the players down. EXN.
right
Get a
now
knock.
team
Where is this happening?
DMG are in
Oh,
a
there
good
it is.
position.
We're gonna jump to the fight up again that EXN is taking with the zone pushing across. One player down and they will eventually find him. They lose one of the players in the corner, the flush out. Should be the quick res coming out real soon. Dean OP able to find that final kill in Malt. Not too far away from this location and two players actually drop on the outside and Zerk gonna go pushing in. This is the opportunity. They know EXN is not in the best of shape and right now is when would be the best time to jump in for the punish. The heals coming out one by one. One player is in fact waiting on the outside. They're trying to push into the building. Two players in a Plata and that is gonna be it. They're all down. There's one player, Doc, who's above. He's taking that TPP, waiting for his teammate to crawl into the room. Nade preemptively thrown in that nade. Oh, a second earlier, and Prasan would have ended up going down, but now it's just Doc who's given away his position. Push coming inside, and Doc is done. He's out in squad 11. Malt
Zerk
perfectly uses that opportunity that they knew EXN was bleeding out. There was not an even fight to take for them, and boy oh boy didn't they capitalize right there. And we're gonna see what X Factor's up to. X Factor is hearing a lot of audio cues and finally I think he decides now's the time. Let's go.
and
He's
now
gonna
the
step
zone
out.
is
Zone's
also going
also
to start
pushed in.
moving in
No wonder.
and this zone is going to do a lot of
And
damage.
look at this, there is Dashi shooting up at one of the cars that is driving by. What number 23? 18 is coming in from behind as well. Arjuna has taken a lot of damage and he goes down to the zone. Gatena has no option but to stand and fight in the zone. Endgame is edge guarding here and he turns around one bullet. Nah, not even needed. He will just end up going down to the zone, just leaving it a tad bit too late.
But look for who it is. It's
Ooh, Vishal's also down. Another squad. That was, I think, 2 to 3 squads just dying to the zone right there. There's FPS keeping the edge and they couldn't really do too much. PWR find themselves a knock and a flush out onto Newton. Wasn't really ready. Nades now being tossed across. 4v3 fight. PWR do have the advantage. Digyant has had an amazing game thus far. 9 kills for PWR already. I think that is pretty much a top 4 secured, but they want the big W right here to close out group number E. They're marching up ahead, man advantage. Smoke's already down in game, hiding inside one of them. They need to be wary about the squad that is on the left
that's
as
squad
well.
number 11. Yeah.
Yeah, squad number 11 is there, but
Looks like they are going into an engagement with squad number 11. And they need to be careful though.
what's happening with Insane? Oh, I see.
Yeah, I
something.
see Prasan. He's dropping the smokes in so that his team maybe can go and get revived here and there.
That's a big knock though. Timing's gonna be key here. I'm gonna keep my eyes on Zerk. I think Zerk pushing up can do so much work. He can do such a huge backstab. Oh, he's seen Digyan. Digyan's there and Digyan's down. 2 players not.
It's only Cypher. Cypher is getting the revive in. And Digyan, he takes a fall.
Yeah.
Oh, Zerk! He's gonna go down.
Whoa,
Cypher, he spots him when he gets up, and Zerk goes.
I think that is a mistake we see so many even top players do. You get that small opportunity, think, okay, I can stand up and get that flush, but as soon as you stand up, you leave yourself so exposed in that split second, and that is enough to get the ball. And there you go, Dashy's down as well. Tashu cleans up onto another as Cypher still continues to play. We're still 3 squads up, and Cypher is gonna go down. Hipfire. Tashu finds himself a second, booms down as well. And Tashu is just doing so much work right now. 2v2 to the end. Let's see if Tashu can continue to clutch this. 15 kills on Malt versus 2 kills on FPS. And Ashu rather. It's Malt Ashu. I keep calling him Tashu. But yeah, it is Ashu indeed. As smoke's being dropped. Where's the heals? He has a lot of heals. Hasn't really popped any of them just yet.
Oh, Insane has given away his position with that spray. He thinks Avito is there. He spots Avito. He's gonna get that knock. Now it's 1v2. Insane. He goes.
Oh, that nade! From downtown, just as Ashu gets ready with his nade and FPFs. 4 kills. They take the chicken dinner. Malt second position, but look at the number of kills. 15 kills, second position.
Yeah, they should come to first position.
Yeah, 11th kills, third position for PWR. I think they're also probably going to skip a spot. And 4th position, 0 kills on Prabhat Immortal. I see 3 kills on to Karan Ransi, Slugger, Speed Devil. I think they should be able to make that jump over to that and take that final qualifier spot. Chase Lasers Fash taking a quick break. Big shout out to our sponsors. Title sponsor Alien Web, powered by Logitech G. Associate sponsors Next Wave Multimedia and Kaspersky. GP partner Galax, and his wing partner Monster Energy. Take a quick break. We'll be back with the final map of the day, so don't go anywhere.
When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels that switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
know. Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Group F of ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 10. I'm Shadeslayer. Joining me is Flash, and we already have players dropping in. Let's have a look at how the teams are spread out. And it is going to be a northern circle as Johnny is going to walk us through it. Johnny, take it away.
Yeah, it's again a northern circle this time, but I see a lot of the southern side, like Pochinki, Gatka, still in play over there, and it's tilting more towards the west.
Look at the number of squads that are at Primoz Quarry.
Exactly. So the flight path was basically in this time it was I mean it is parallel. It wasn't vertical. The last two flight paths were vertical. This time it went parallel from Georgopol right to Lipovka. But it is very surprising to see a lot of teams chose to go Quarry, Primoz, and Ferry Pier side. Rather, no one went to Pochinki. And looking at it, that most of your squads are outside the circle.
Yeah, and gonna have two teams up at Georgopol.
Yeah, squad number 7 and squad number 20. They are getting into a battle over here. And
already a knock coming out onto Seoul as Selu tries to make his way through the window, gets stuck in transit, and almost
he's not
ends
able
up
to
going
land
down.
those shots onto Soul. Gurjar, he had an open fire, but that barrel is not easy to control without. He had a half grip though, but not that easy to control. They're still going to get the reviver.
Yeah, and Excellency has pushed up now, but unfortunately he didn't push up while the players were at that compound wall. Did make a push slight bit later, and with that it's gonna mean Hydro, IP, 1 PSB, Seoul and Selu are gonna be able to get back to being fourth strong. They do have decent heals as well, so nothing to worry about. Squad number 7 aren't really hard committing in just yet, but Selu's feeling a little adventurous. Is pushing up to the building straight opposite the one that Excellency is holding. He does have a bird's eye view.
Yeah, he's just trying to see if he can spot anyone with that team DD Soul. Double D's. He's going to come to the terrace. He sees the door open, and Excellency is going to try and get a view of anyone over there. If anyone tries and comes up, Excellency should have a decent shot onto them, but the wall though is quite high. He'll also have to expose himself when he takes that shot. So that's not going to be that great, but very risky. He can maybe get a knock and then fall down, but nades can be thrown on him and he can be taken down very easily.
Yeah, and we also have a Trench Mega Boy. Pushing up there is Ping, who's already on the other side of the street by the looks of things. Yeah, in fact, Panga Whitey is right next to Harshal right now. He spots Harshal out, pre-fires across with the 4x Karel. Peek out, not the best of times, and there we go. The second time around, he does provide, maybe see an opportunity. There's Ace coming in from behind, just jumps down, raining fire from above, straight down the skull, out from the rear, and Ace is done. First player down. And with that, I think squad number 11 are gonna feel adventurous. They're already pushing in. Pro Noob is moving into position. Spots the first player out. He tries to get a pre-fire out, maybe a reload forced out. And I think that now we will eventually see the push coming through. Gone through, whipping all the shots right there. And that is pretty much it. Pro Noob.
That car, oh no, that's the AK.
No, it is another guy, I think. He dropped the car 98.
I know you're just trying to tease me because I don't have that car 98. But yeah, I will reach diamond pretty soon.
Dreams. Hopes and dreams.
It's just that I'm not getting... I'm not
Time is
getting
probably
time, yeah.
the word you're looking at. But yeah, let's jump over squad number 11.
Mega Boy.
Squad 20 and 7. We're gonna jump back to that fight that was happening up at, I believe that was Georgopol
Georgia
City.
South, yeah, city.
South City as Excellency. He was sitting here before we jumped into that previous fight. He's still here. As Psycho makes his way towards the buildings on the far right hand side. They are at the bridge. I don't think they have a vehicle secured just yet. If they do actually want to just move out from that position, containers has been empty, so I think if you do find yourself a vehicle, you probably want to head back out towards containers and loot that as well. Right now they're just clearing out the gas station. Do they have themselves a boat? Don't see a boat here either. They're fresh out of luck. There's nowhere to go. And you probably, I think at this point of time, even consider making your way across the bridge on foot. Wouldn't really be too bad of a decision. I don't see how TA is going to go ahead and chase this at this point of time. But let's move on over to Johnny watching Artemis just lying down.
Yeah, I'm just seeing his decision making. When is he going to drop that VSS? There was a mini over there.
He's thinking about it. He's like, should I not?
He takes the VSS and not the mini. So maybe preference. But they're in mill base. They've been scavenging for loot, but they're not going inside mill base. I'm wondering why. Circle, the flight path was not even there for a team to reach mill base. So they can definitely take a vehicle and maybe scout and go and pick up, go to mill base directly, go to those C buildings, get faster loot rather than having to scavenge from place to place.
Yeah, we have a first drop going down. Mark 14 with 7.62 extended quick draw snipers.
I've
with
realized a lot of teams in PUBG Mobile like playing AK Iron Sight, and they prefer it over
AK Inside is just too OP. I think considering that the recoil is just about perfect, it is not as much as it is on the PC, and it does give you a lot of peripheral vision around as well. The Iron Sight AK doesn't really block too much of your vision out, especially when you're looking to go up against multiple enemies. I think it is an absolute ideal scenario. Let's move over to Rao. Squad number 12. Where are these guys? Squad 9. They've pulled up on the other side where his teammates currently are. Nitro, Ritik, Legend and Ajat.
Yeah, Ajat has already fallen, and it looks like Ares GS17, Ares Destroyer, Ares Drago and Rao. They are looking to flank Legend. Look at GS17. He's already moved towards that building. He's at the ridge over there. He's using a painkiller. I don't know for what though. He's full health, but maybe he wants to push in. That's why he's using the painkiller. But if he just used it like that, firstly you don't have enough heals, and then you want to waste painkillers. I know you have 5, but
I mean, that is something I always do. It's like when you have extras, why not pop it? If you do end up taking some chip damage from afar, at which point of time you have your full boost out.
Take the painkiller. How does it matter?
So full boost out, you don't really want to stop your fight now, do you? Preventing you from re-peaking that. So as long as you have a lot of boosters and your teammates are fine as well, I think you overall need to manage inventory with your team as well.
Because you see, he has
not just a one-man army.
He only has 1 medikit, 5 bandages. Though he has a lot of painkillers and energy drinks, but definitely those painkillers and energy drinks, when you have nothing, is going to be the savior. So I wouldn't want to just waste painkillers that way, and especially painkillers over an energy drink.
Yeah, energy drink is a little bit more dispensable.
Yeah, an energy drink does not give that much heal as much as a painkiller gives.
Alright, see where the squads are currently positioned right now. I'll look back at the map. There is squad 24 sitting in shooting range. I have squad 14, in fact, north of North George. Any more further and you're into the water. As squad 15 is going to be up north of Yaznaya. Squad 9 at Yaznaya. Squad 12 south of Yaznaya. Just chasing squad number 22. Who are, I think, holding one of those hills right there. Squad 13 is below them, north of Shelter. Squad 17 making their way in from Milta. Squad 23 is holding Puchinki right now. Squad 18 up at Ruins. Squad number 11 holding School. Squad 10, 16 and 8 towards the southwest part. And I see Johnny's screen. I got a smile on my face.
Yes, it is the AWM, but
It's with the tax stock, you can just attach it and keep spraying away.
it's with the tax. It's basically off the hill, very opposite the bridge when you're moving from Yasnaya, And right now, there's no teams in the vicinity who are going to actually go for this. There's squad number 15, yes. I think they've spotted it. Are they coming? Yeah, they're coming for it. Okay, finally, AWM going to come into play with squad number 15. While saying that, X70, there is a fight happening over there.
Yep, I've got it on my screen right now as Lalit is going to go for the res. Akshay holding up in the front lines. Squad number 12 has pushed up, but Destroy is pushing the wrong way. He does get Akshay down, but the res is already out. Let's see if Lalit can come out. Drago jumps across and they get the cleanup. Destroyer ends up going on, get shot in the back, but that push in from Drago was gold right there. Straight behind enemy lines. No time for that. A player who just got resed to get any sort of meds out, and that's going to be squad 12 getting a full wipe out. Any TDA member watch this stream? Who's TDA? Is that a team that's taking part? Might be the case. Anyway, moving on. Devil gonna make his way with that buggy. Where's he heading?
Yeah, they were heading to the AWM, but then they realized it's looted by squad number 15. They see one player and they fall back.
And this circle is...
Oh, Pochinki.
This circle is not too different from the circle we just witnessed in the last game. It was a Rozhawk circle, and it looks like it's going to continue to be one.
I don't know why I feel it's
again.
going to be like above Pochinki, that ruin area where the hilly ridges are there, and I have feelings going to end over there. But look at this, squad number 21, very close to squad number 10. They might get into an engagement over here, and
In Nitro, where's that happening?
oh, that's Yasnaya.
Oh yeah, it is Yasna. I'm gonna jump to Joker though. Joker's knocked. Squad number 9's pushing up as well. There is, how do we pronounce that? Cable going for the res out. With squad number 9, they've also gotten Flick knocked down. So both teams casualties galore. And res is out, heals out. Smokes on the street as Legend. Is Legend the first one crossing? He was crossing with 5 HP, just gets resed and he's like, I'm coming.
He's getting shot.
And he's getting shot as well in the bum.
I don't know why he needed to cross.
And now we have 2 knock people
Without
on the right
second-
side.
Exactly, without the second
And
smoke
the
coming.
Legends down as well. Flick says bye. Aisa kyun kiya? And Ritik is thinking, now what? So he blows up the vehicle. He does have some decent time to make his run across. There we go. We're gonna follow him
The
across.
push is happening.
Yeah, there he might just end up getting run over. Oh, they go flying about, and he turned back across. Ritik is down, and that is how it is done. That is why you don't get resed and immediately run around. You just stay there, go for the heals, and then try and make a play, especially when you have the numbers disadvantage. Another Mark 14 coming down. As Johnny looks for that, we will look for additional fights. Squad number 23. I see Swag looking to get involved. Shots being fired. The pre-fires across. In fact, now one more player coming across in squad 11. Bugapa. No, Bugapa? How do you pronounce that? It's Big Papa. Never mind. Big Papa there with the cleanup. And
Big Papa.
Big Papa. Legendary voice incoming, people. And it's gonna be I think them losing Trench Mega Boy. It's okay, it's one man down. And there's another squad around this area, squad number 13, who's also
But look at this, squad number
inside
21
Pochinki.
are into a fight with squad number 10 over here, and Artemis needs to be careful. He's waiting, he's holding the choke in case the push comes in, and he hears footsteps nearby, and he's still just going to hold the line. They're not going to move out from this barn house from the first floor. Artemis, the first line of defense. But definitely nowadays people always drop nades at that staircase first before moving up.
Yeah, and they also pre-fire that corner. Always, every single corner you want to keep pre-firing as you move across.
Look at squad number 12. They are setting camp right on top of that hill. And squad number 10, they're looking to go for the fight. Maybe.
Huston pushes up and joins Barunia and YLD Thunder. as there's 4 strong on the other side from Wayne. So this is going to be a hard breach unless we probably see Aries third party into
Third
this.
party
Maybe
from top,
give
yeah.
one or two knocks to one of the 2 squads, allowing them to make that full engage across. So vehicles pretty much under smokes as well. So that pretty much removes any possibility of a drive out as well. That's pretty close to getting blown up, and squad number 10 says, you know what, you can't head out, but we can. Just drive away. Well. Anticlimactic indeed. They need to be careful that they don't really expose themselves to Aries above though. Aries is still looking in this direction towards where Wayne currently is. And squad number 10, I don't expect them to drive too far away as well. They're going to go ahead and set up in the compound, not too far away from their initial position. They see a Dacia, I believe, at the corner, and that's soon gonna meet some bullets coming in from Aries, maybe Drogo.
Yeah, let's see what the next zone looks like.
It's
a Pochinki circle. And this is gonna be fun. They're gonna fight in houses and houses and houses. Pochinki.
Yeah, Pochinki finish coming
Your
in.
plan is there. Shade Optimist, Shade Demon. Squad number 8. Sponsored by Shade.
Not really. Not even close. Why would I sponsor a team called Shade? It's my name.
Exactly.
I'd have. It's even got my capitalization.
Exactly.
It's like, man.
Look at squad number 11. They've gone even more closer to squad number 13. Nah. He's just gonna bail out. But why? You have such a beautiful position in Pochinki. 7 kills already on these people, on Big Papa, Panga YT, Trench Mega Boy. So if you had to make a talk show with your initial, so it's Shadeslayer, right? So S with Shadeslayer, so what would that S be?
Yeah, I already have a talk show. It's called Saturdays with Shadeslayer.
Saturdays with Shadeslayer.
There's Saturdays with Shadeslayer. I can might as easily make Coffee with Kiran as well. There are a few options that I can go
Coffee
for.
is C, not K.
No, but Coffee with Karan is spelled with a K.
Yeah,
That was
but
the
you
reference.
can't yeah, but you can't like copy that. That's already copyright. You need to find your own thing. Car 98 with Kiran. Shots fired.
Yeah, that I didn't like the Car 98 with Kiran, but shots fired I think is the best tagline there could be for that option. So maybe I should give it a little bit more thought in coming up with something better. I'm gonna jump over to Harsh, who's driving up to squad
one more
number
AWM.
7, who's below
One more AWM.
AWM.
And the squad, so the squad number 20 who's taken the squad house, they didn't go pick up the AWM from church. Definitely a squad is going to make their way towards church, and they're going to get lucky with this AWM. I want to know, is there like an algorithm that every match there has to be like at least 3 AWMs or 4 AWMs?
No, I don't.
They should do something like that, because firstly AWM is a very important sniper.
Oh, Harsh is down. They're only 3-man strong here. They're going up against TA. Jasi gets spotted. Spray across though is not doing a lot of damage. Fanda misses a white spray out onto Jasi, and that might just be the full hard commit coming through. Sonic is already going for the res. He's gonna get that res out onto Harsh. Harsh is gonna be given a medkit as well, but Sonic needs to hold this push from coming through from squad number 7 as Harsh gets knocked down yet again. He's gonna move immediately back into position for the res. Are they gonna be able to push in time though? There's Excellency, he's coming across. They are on the other side of the smoke. Quick pre-fires across, but Harsh gonna get the pickup.
Nades being dropped, but the nades quite far. Circle now coming in, and they are going to get.
Yeah, TA, wrong side of the circle. Harsh will go to with Sonic going down as well. I think that is it. Fanda is gonna give up, run away. I don't think he has too much options though. He's trying to get the flush out onto Excellency, but as soon as Fanda is spotted, yeah, there you go. Shot to the shoulder, drops him low, and he's gonna run back. There's a squad waiting for him behind as well. Fully set up.
He doesn't realize he was getting fired by those people.
Yeah, squad shade is gonna shoot at him, and yeah, going prone there. Does he have decent?
He has a rich cover now.
Oh yeah, he has now he has rich cover. But squad number 7 says, you know what? Just because you're gonna go for some cover, we're not gonna let you go by. They're taking in some shots from afar, and hopefully they don't peek one by one. Fander's still here; he can still punish. I don't think TA knows where exactly he's gone, and this is gonna be key. Meanwhile,
Squad number 20 is getting into an engagement with squad number 24 and 11. They both are right in front of them, and shots are being fired by either of the team. And the AWM still not being picked up, and it's not in the circle anymore, so it does not look like any team is going to move over there. So another AWM will go for waste. Why?
squad number 7 is actually gonna drive away from this, and Fander I think is gonna be fine. It's gonna be good for now. It's Gucci. As the circle is very tight. If you can jump over to alright, I'm gonna jump over squad number 8's firing away. Squad 11 is crawling up real soon.
Squad number 12 is also taking a lot of fire over there, and looks like they cleaned out a squad just now in front of them. Who are they shooting at?
I think they're just trying to take out some vehicles in the distance right there. As we're gonna jump over back to Panga Whitey, who's they're close inside Puchinki, but I don't think that is where the action's happening. Inside the building, they're gonna feel safe. They're just gonna sit there, not really reveal each other's positions. But squad number 15.
Look at this squad. A drop right.
Yeah, they're straight up ahead, and Sanbo
Okay, look at this.
is getting shot at as well. We're just gonna jump to that other view in just a bit before Faith pushes across. I'm gonna show you that part. There you go. Drops just about come in behind. Nades going out as well above. Sanbo dropping in the smokes. Oh, that nade connects and drops him pretty low. There is Dukai. He can line both players up. Both players right next to each other. The nade jumps above, and Sanbo. Ooh, close, but
Dukai gets knocked with the nade instead.
Dukai is down.
And Fadi, he gets revived.
Yeah, Sasuke is also down. He's gone down to the Molotov Faith. Ready going in for the this one, and Sanbo pushing up. Needs one more bullet onto Fadi. He's gotta find the knockout. There's a player who's pro player Faith. Wins that fight, but luckily there was backup coming in thick and fast from Inductance, and they do have a couple of players knocked but survive regardless. 36 players still in the server. Ash looking to get involved as well, I believe, in the far side. It's happening on your end, Johnny.
Yeah, squad number 24 spotted squad number 11. He's shooting over there onto Joker with that mini, but Big Papa does not realize that Joker is the one who's tapping him away. They need to make to the zone, and the zone is quite far, and this zone is going to hurt really bad even if they run. So the running is not an option unless you start running right now.
And what's let's see what squad 20 is up to. They've pretty much gone for a circle across. Oh, TA spotted. They're probably gonna wait for that vehicle to stop by. In fact, one is already shooting up at them. It's gonna force TA back inside the building. There's squad number 10 behind them as well. One of the knocks comes across, Souls down. Squad number 7 might have a small window now to make this push now that one of the players is down. They won't really have all 4 shooting at them.
Look at this, Daddy Selu. He's spraying away, but he gets knocked. That was weird. He should have got that knock instead. And 1 PSB. He's checking. He's cornered by squad number 7 over there. And so is DD Soul. Cycle. They are falling back, and this time they are maybe going to pick up their vehicle, bring it into the zone.
Yeah, squad number 13. Oh, squad 11 comes in hot and drives straight by squad number 13. They were looking for a drive-by knock, maybe a flush as well, but not gonna find it, and they're just gonna rinse, repeat, probably come back for round number 2. Squad 15, they do get the reses out. Fluffy dropping in the nades above, but with that smoke, they've already retreated far behind. I see a knockout. I think that is one of the players from Wayne who's down. Artemis is down. They did take this fight up against Pain right here. And
AG, he's holding the line and waiting to see if the push is coming in. Now he's
there it is, Pronoob. Pronoob stepping out to drop the nades across, but there is Clock who's prone outside. Can they find an angle onto this? No, they don't. They're in fact going to try and blow up the vehicles in front, which is a really good decision. It's going to mean that squad number 21 will have to make their way out on foot. They're stuck inside here in this position, at least for now. Squad number 17 looking to get involved here. Lahar does drop very low, 5 HP, and he's gonna get pushed. Their trade does come across from Ares as Xenon pushing across. Squad number 17, 1v1. Can he get the knock? No, he can't. GS17 holds on, and they win that fight eventually. Rao, Destroyer, all 4 players should be up and kicking. They should be able to get all the reses out. Squad 12 though still has some bit of distance to cover before they do make it into the zone. Squad number 20 also trying to desperately get back in. That's Psycho, and looks like OD Soul does get resed out, but they've lost 2 teammates there, Johnny.
Yes, indeed, they've lost 2 teammates. They are on the rim of the circle. They have cover of the ridge. People do not know that they are lower on the lower ground, but whoever's on top definitely is going to have the advantage because they can.
Oh, the Molotov comes across. It burns the first player down, and I think that's going to be it. That one of the players did go down. Baronia also gets dropped very low. Might just get fully cleaned up. There is
squad number 15 taking advantage from top.
Yeah.
And squad number 15.
They find a knock onto Psycho, and Psycho's now all alone. See if he can find an angle onto this. There is squad number 10 also looking at squad number 20. So they're pretty much covered from a couple of angles there. They've not really got much opportunities. Another fight breaking out here between squad number 11 as... Oh, never mind. It's gonna say squad number 11 is pushing up. They do get the instant clean up. Squad 12 moving into the circle as well. They just drive by squad number 24 who's straight up next to them. They're gonna stop in to get the quick heals out. Zones pushing in as well. Panga, Big Papa, 2 teammates down on squad number 11. Looks like they also get shot up from above. Ares moving into position right there, and up on top of the hill we have I think 2-3 squads in total. Ankit's been spotted here by GS17. Needs down. Not gonna make its way past the UAZ.
Looks like squad number 11 have secured themselves top 4 with the 15 kills. 15 kills and 6 kills is Big Papa's itself. So this team has been hot on the target, and Big Papa he was taking zone damage.
Yeah, he was trying to crawl his way back in. Even GS17 ends up going down, and we're down. Oh, Sambo gets taken out. Nice spray there coming through, and let's see if Big Papa can find more. He does have 2 teammates in and around him, but that wall of smokes above providing decent cover for Ankit to make his way across and go for this res attempt. And Ankit, yeah, there you go. He makes that move across. Pronu though is using this time to make that rotate across from the right hand side.
Oh, look at Big Papa spraying again, and his spray has been so accurate that.
Look at that. There you go, nice knock. Perfect timing there, and Ares is gonna lose 1 player down. And Ankit's getting shot at as well. Oh, it takes so much damage right there. Inductance trying to go all the way across. And the TP Devil's pushed up here. And he punishes too. Let's see if he can find it. Inductance, the zone's pushing in as well. He's got decent cover. Patience there, waits till the exact last moment where Inductance was way too much out in the open, and he gets the punish in. So at the end we have 7 players in. Devil's down, Devil's cleaned out, in Cable. Let's see if we can find an angle onto Panga while he stands up. Oh, mobility as he fights it. Absolute last bullet in and Panga's down. He wants the flush out. Yes, he will find it, and that is going to be squad 11 down another player. Cable though, he's just going to go ahead for that first aid right there, but he's getting shot up from the side, and that's going to be Big Papa finding the clean up, and he's fine. More Drogo's getting shot at as well. Needs one more bullet, and there's the knock, and Rao's the last man alive. He's on the far side.
He's dropping that smoke. He wants to go for the res though.
He wants to go for the res, but as soon as he moves up, he's gonna leave himself exposed. Big Papa has seen this. Big Papa already preemptively nades, expecting a push through. Is it gonna connect? No, it doesn't. I think
He doesn't realize the flank is coming in from
yeah, there is Pro Noob in fact pushing across. He wants to. He's come from above. There it is. There's the chicken dinner right there. Lines them up, sends them back to the lobby, and with that, we will have Big Papa and team finishing off in style. 19 kills indeed, and safe to say that they've qualified for the semi-finals on Thursday. 80s closed things out on 12 kills in second position, so they got a lot of kills in as well. 10 kills on TP, and 7
also.
kills on FM.
top 4 secured.
Top 4 done and dusted. Big congratulations to all the teams that qualified here today. Shout out to all the viewers who tuned in as well. We've had an amazing series of games today. We will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. for groups G and H as we round things up here in the qualifiers for minor number 10. Big shout out to all the sponsors. Title sponsor Alien Web, powered by Logitech G. Associate sponsors Next Time Multimedia and Kaspersky. GPro partner Galax. Engineering partner Monster Energy. Shadeslayers and Flash. Signing off. See you folks tomorrow. Until then, goodbye and good night.
When you walk in the room, you're still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels that switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You call to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think